when we seek for an explanation in the Quran for the Malhama or the Great War, which is the chapter of my book that I'm writing at this time. It's almost finished. The topic is the Quran and the Great War. The Quran and the Great War. Allah speaks in the Quran about the destruction of every town and every city. And the verse is in Surah Al-Isra, and he says, بَعْدَ أُوذِ بِاللَّهِ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ وَإِن مِّن قَرْيَةٍ إِلَّا نَحْنُ مُهْلِكُوهَا قَبْلَ يَوْمِ الْقِيَامَةِ أو معذبوها عذابا شديدا كان ذلك في الكتاب مسطورا. That every town and every city we will destroy, and those which escape destruction will be punished with terrible punishment. And this is something inscribed in the book. I'm not translating because the Quran cannot be translated. I am simply explaining what Allah has said in the Quran. This is tafsir. My first comment on this ayah of the Quran is that Allah will not destroy a town or a city which does not deserve destruction, because that will be unjust, and Allah is not unjust. And so now our first comment is that Allah will destroy every town and every city which deserves to be destroyed. Every town and every city which deserves to be destroyed is a massive destruction in the world. And for me, a massive destruction in the world of every town and every city which ought to be destroyed is a one-time event. And that one-time event of massive destruction fits into the Malhama. Which are those towns which ought to be deserved and destroyed? Well, you know, first of all, there is homosexuality and the people of Lut. And when Allah destroyed them, He did it as an ayah, a warning that if you return to homosexuality, I'll return with my destruction. Number two, that Allah spoke in the Quran that He's going to wage war on the moneylender. That's what He said. The last verse to be revealed in the Quran was on riba. Allah and His Messenger will wage war on those who are still practicing riba and growing rich by sucking the blood of mankind. So when Allah wages war to destroy every town and every city, which town and which city should be up on the top of the list? Number one, the moneylender. Those who have grown fat with their banking system based on riba, on the monetary system based on riba, and they have grown wealthy and fat, and the rest of the world has been ripped off and are living now in miserable poverty. Not only is Allah going to destroy you, destroy your cities, but He's going to punish you. How does He punish you? Those who are not destroyed will be punished with terrible punishment. The punishment is, Allah says, الَّذِينَ يَأْكُلُونَ الرِّبَى, those who consume riba, as in the Western world. لَا يَقُومُونَ إِلَّا كَمَا يَقُومُ الَّذِي يَتَخَبَّطُهُ الشَّيْطَانُ مِنَ الْمَسِّ. They are going to eventually live like a people who have been driven to madness by the touch of shaitan. Those who are growing fat with riba are going to live eventually like a people who have been driven to madness by the touch of shaitan. They're going to live a miserable life. They're going to see events of a man going into a school and shooting and killing so many children, going into a restaurant or into a supermarket and just blindly killing people, as though they've gone mad. As though they've gone mad. And then thirdly, Allah speaks of destruction. He destroyed Fir'aun because of his oppression. And when He destroyed Fir'aun, He destroyed all his army with him. He said, I preserve the body of Fir'aun so that when it is recovered in history, it will function as a sign لِتَكُونَ لِمَنْ خَلْفَكَ آيَةً for the succeeding generation. That if you follow the path of Fir'aun and become the oppressors of the world, I will destroy you the same way I destroyed Fir'aun. So when the Malhama takes place and Allah is destroying every town and city, do you think He's going to destroy those who say, not for 100 years, we will never allow a man to marry another man and get a marriage certificate? Will He destroy them? When Allah is destroying every town and every city in the Malhama, will He destroy those who become miserably poor because of riba? Huh? And those who are the victims of oppression? Not at all. So when the Malhama takes place, Allah will be on one side and will help that side, and the other side is going to be destroyed and defeated. But I don't want to say more about the subject. There is much more on the Malhama, but let us keep them